Good evening. We're back with more Marvel Snap. Beginning the evening at rank 72 and 9 cubes, and continuing to play Mighty Thor. I am not certain that Arnim Zola is a good card in this deck. I've tried him out some, and it seems like most of the time I'm not happy to see him when I draw him. But I'm gonna continue trying him for a few games more at least. We'll see how it goes. We'll go Angela to the unrevealed location to maximize the potential, though could get burned if this location prevents playing cards there or is super flow or something like that. This is clearly a Thanos deck. Okay, Nidavellir, not bad. Ironheart's decent here as it does have 3 targets and can get the +5 from Nidavellir. So we'll go Bishop now. Or do I want to play Bishop to Nidavellir as well? Let's do that. It leaves the option of Zola-ing the monster on turn 6. So my opponent's going to have, let's see, Darkhawk will be 13 power. So we'll go Darkhawk and then Zola the monster. I think it could also be Mystique Surfer. So Mystique Surfer would be 13 power. Zola would be an additional 11, but it does get it to locations where I need it more, so I think we're going to Zola here. And expect to win a lot of the time. The other play would be like Mystique to Nidavellir and then Surfer. Also not bad, but it doesn't add anything to Shadowland. Okay, no problem. Always happy to get a win when I didn't play Mr. Negative. Well, in that case, Zola was decent. Would Mystique Silver Surfer also have won? Would have gotten dragged over to Muir Island. So it'd be minus 12 power, it'd be a 10. Mystique, yeah, it would have been fine. But I would have lost Nidavellir, I think. Yeah, would have lost Nidavellir. So actually Zola was pretty good there. I guess he was due. There's Mr. Negative. That's a Mindscape game. Unfortunate. Okay, there's the inverted Iron Man right away. So we'll go Dark Hawk. Black Widow. And plan on copying the inverted Iron Man next turn with Zola. Okay, he's gonna check his whole hand. He's likely playing MODOK. Okay, so we've got Iron Man, Zola, and Sunspot. Yep, that'll be the play. Pass over Silver Surfer. Expect my opponent to empty out a lot of his hand with all the swarms. All I'm giving him is a Silver Surfer, which he won't be able to play. So there is no way he can win this game. Yep. Guess he didn't draw his MODOK. Or he just didn't have a spot to play it. It wasn't the best play. If I draw Mr. Negative, this will be a good hand. Well, not anymore. If I don't draw Mr. Negative, then that's not a bad play to Sakar. Oh, he's playing a Mr. Negative deck too, and he pulled it with Jubilee. Interesting. He didn't want the Widow's Bite destroyed? Interesting. Playing Darkhawk to Murder World so I can Zola it later. It's not a great Zola, but I guess it's the best I got. He's snapping because he has Rogue. He has initiative, so I can't even copy with Mystique before he steals it. No problem. It's possible it's a bot and he's snapping just because he's ahead. Did I have any chance to win? Darkhawk would have been 7 power, so Zola on the Jane Foster actually would have been better. This turn it would have been Mystique, Sunspot. So say I played Mystique to Fisk Tower, Sunspot. I don't really like it. Well, there's Mr. Negative Jane Foster. And Mr. Negative gets hit to ruin it. Oh, okay, that's good. Do I play Ironheart here just to get it out of hand? It's entirely possible that's the best play. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3 zero-cost cards in my deck currently. As weird as it looks, I think I do this.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay, we'll throw Darkhawk. It's only gonna end up being 7 power, so I actually may want to concede flooding for now. Well, maybe I shouldn't have. And I drew Iron Man. Very unfortunate. At least I can play Iron Man and Mystique on 6. And whatever else I draw with Jane Foster. Zola or Angela. I didn't really set up a good Zola play though. This is a Cerebro 2's deck. So I think what I do here is I play Iron Man. Then I play Zola. If I chuck the Hobgoblin, great. If it's Darkhawk, great. If it's Mr. Negative, meh. But 2 out of 3 is great, so I want to try this. And we'll see how it goes. My other plays there are not as good. This has potential. Could be plus 14 if I get rid of the Hobgoblin.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, that's fine. That works. Not a Cerebro 2's deck. Wouldn't run debris. I don't know what it was. So after wondering if Zola was any good, we've had 2 games where he has been pretty good. I just need to do a better job of setting him up, I think. Once again, Jane Foster gets played out of the hand. It's just a 3-4 here. It's not great. Would like to leave Jane Foster solo for a Zola play. Well, it's actually possible it should be an Iron Man Zola. Let's see what my opponent plays here.
I am Iron Man.
This looks like he's setting up a Ultron play. So if I just go Zola, I'll be at 10 or 12 there, and 20 at Sakar. So I'll be up by 9, up by 15. If I Zola Jane Foster, I'll be at 20 at New York and 16 at Subterranea. Up by 13, up by 15. I like that better. Okay. Maybe he was setting up his Ultron and he never drew Ultron. In spite of the fact that the deck hasn't really worked well, we're gaining cubes, so that's a good sign. Not quickly, but the deck isn't working in a way that's... It's designed to get cubes quickly when it works as intended, and it hasn't so far, so gaining cubes at all is a good sign. Yeah, I don't really have any creative plays here, so no Mr. Negative. I'm out. He's probably about to play Zabu. If I find a good MODOK deck, I will play it. However, my opinion of MODOK is that it is not a good card. And I would not recommend anyone to buy it. To buy the Battle Pass specifically for that card at this time. If you want the Battle Pass for the other content that's in it, the gold, the credits, etc., go for it. But don't buy it for MODOK because he's not good. You put him in a deck, any deck that he's in, he's going to be good in some situations and bad in others. And overall, in the perfect deck for him, he maybe makes the deck a little bit better. But that deck is itself not that good, so making a not that good deck just a little bit better is not good enough to recommend a purchase. I don't prioritize filling the raft anymore. I used to, but I kind of discovered that it's not really that good a play, especially if you have to give up winning the lane to do so, which is what my opponent's kind of doing here, because he's filling it with small cards, which means I'm going to be able to win the lane. Let's see, I play Iron Man there, and then Mystique Surfer. That seems like a decent play. Or Iron Man to Crimson Cosmos, and then Mystique Surfer to the raft later. I think that's how I win. So that card he drew isn't even always going to be useful. Seems decent. We'll run it. Pressures all the locations. Yep. Let's see if he focused on winning the raft. Or filling the raft. He did it. But he was going to lose it. The location in exchange. And he may or may not have gotten a useful 6-drop there. A number of them aren't that useful. So I don't focus on filling the raft anymore if it's going to cause me to lose the lane. Okay, that's fine. My deck likes all the locations to be open. Haven't seen Mr. Negative yet in this video. Wait, what? He silenced the Widow's Bite. Why? I am puzzled. Was that maybe a mistake? You meant to play it in the opposite order? Next turn I could play Ironheart Surfer. I could play Mighty Thor. I have decent options here. So I need to focus on beating Taskmaster. I'm up by 8. Simply going Jane Foster I think should be good enough. Ironheart's too risky. It may add to Eternity Range where I don't need it, and I only really need 1 power at Rickety Bridge. So this is what we'll do. Ooh, Shuri Titania. Not enough. Still haven't really used Mr. Negative and continuing to gain cubes. I don't actually think this deck gets worse with the Silver Surfer nerf. And it may open up some possibilities for playing Zabu on 2 to play Mr. Negative on 3. Maybe reworking the deck to include Psylocke and Zabu after the nerfs. We'll see. I don't have Zola, but if I do draw him, I'll probably play him to Crimson Cosmos to copy Iron Man there. Or Darkhawk. So maybe I play Darkhawk here. And then Iron Man and then copy Iron Man. Yeah, no, that's not that good. Iron Man and then Ironheart Mystique or Mystique Surfer if I draw her. I think Darkhawk does go to Sewer System. Well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I need to pressure all of the lanes. Pressure the lanes more evenly. Let's try this. Okay, rip Sunspot. Now Iron Man. This leaves me the option of Zolaing, should I decide to.
I am Iron Man.
My best possible play is probably something like that. Does win Sewer System, doesn't win Crimson Cosmos. Maybe I should have played Iron Man to Crimson Cosmos. To be honest, I forgot that I couldn't play Mystique there. But if I had played Iron Man there, I'd be at 10 right now. And then Mystique, Surfer going to Sewer System would be pretty good. Would 10 be enough? At Crimson Cosmos? With the cards discounted, it might be. Then I would have had, let's see, one. I don't know, something like 12. Probably not enough at Sewer System. Unless my opponent just didn't draw his Silver Surfer. Still haven't seen sight or sound of Mr. Negative. I'll let the rock happen. I want to stack these cards on Muir Island. Mr. Negative, please? Nope. No, I think I want Ironheart at Muir Island as well. So I will win that location, no problem. Actually, the Ironheart there was probably a mistake. So let's go Jane Foster and then Iron Man to double it. Against Sarah Zabu. Ugh, that's not good. 16 power enough at Eternity range. Plus 13, 14 at Muir Island. No, it's not. With a 7-card hand versus Sarah Zabu, it's not good enough. There's nearly almost no limit to what my opponent could do there. I wonder if Ironheart should be Morph instead. I may try that. Sometimes Morph just wins a game. Okay. My draw is not bad. Oh, he's playing Mr. Negative too? Oh, no, wait. Why did he point? I don't know why he pointed. I don't know why I thought he was playing Mr. Negative too, except I was about to play it. I thought somehow... Oh, he is playing Mr. Negative too. I don't understand what's going on. Aw, and then I drew Mighty Thor first thing. I can move this Iron Man to New York later if I want. I don't know why my opponent is snapping. Oh, he's playing Jane Foster. Now I know.
Iron Man.
So what's my best play? Well, I know he can't add anything to expansion. So I just need 12 power there. And I put everything else into New York. That's not enough. At expansion, I need at least 6 power there. That's only 16 at New York. I don't think I have a winning play here. Not against the Mr. Negative Jane Foster. And now we're playing a Mindscape game. Yep, the game's a grind sometimes. Deck hasn't worked the way it's supposed to once in the last 30 minutes, but at least I haven't lost cubes. In fact, I've gained a few. He's snapping because it's Onslaught Citadel and he has Zabu. There's Mr. Negative. Now could I draw Jane Foster? Maybe?
This just in.
Playing Lockjaw? Okay. Could Lockjaw be good for my deck? Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I want to play the Lockjaw now. I could pull Black Widow, Ironheart, Silver Surfer. I don't have any good on reveal effects to cycle with it though, so at least not right now. I won't play it. My opponent's playing a Mr. Negative Lockjaw deck, or did he get Mr. Negative from me, from the Daily Bugle? There's Zola to copy the Iron Man, so I want to leave a lane open for that. Or I could copy the cloned Mystique, actually. which I think I want to go to. Do I want to clone the copied Mystique actually, or do I want to just stay away from the Daily Bugle? Let's plan on staying away from the Daily Bugle. Good decision. Oh, he's lockjawing that. What is going on? Maximum you could have there is 17. All that cost me 0. Make sure I did it in the right order. Let's do it.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Okay. Based on the Jubilee play, I would suspect a bot there. That was a gimme game. The peak with Mr. Negative. It's like a, okay, you've been grinding long enough, and so the matchmaker gives you a free 8 cube win. You pass the test, have 8 cubes. Alright, well, I guess it's Bishop Darkhawk. Can Zola it over to Mojo World later if I need to. Can't play cards here after turn 4. Play Iron Man to Mojo World on 5, and then Zola to Project Pegasus on 6. That's the plan. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Darkhawk's gonna be at 9, so it will win Kiln if I Zola it there. So yeah, this is the play. Here we go. He's going to play as Heimdall, a Project Pegasus, or potentially Mojo World. Probably Project Pegasus, though. It will not win. He might have had a play there that went if he moved Nightcrawler over to kill him, because I completely forgot about it. But he wasn't I wasn't anticipating it as a play, because there's no way he could anticipate that I would add 9 power to kill him. I don't think. Alrighty, that seems like a good place to stop. So after grinding for quite a while, then I got an 8 with almost no cube gain, then I got an 8 cube and a 4 cube win in succession. That's often how it happens with this deck. And you just hope that during the times when the deck isn't working that well that you don't lose too many cubes or maybe even gain a few. And I did gain a few, so I'm pretty happy with this session overall. Zola was pretty good in this session, I think. I think I just used him better than I had in the past. So, thank you for watching.